Planet Earth is home to many types of environments, including glaciers, tropics, and temperate regions. But of these different types of environments, none is more inhospitable than the desert. What makes a place a desert? A land is defined as a desert if it receives less than 10 inches of precipitation per year. Now, this is not a perfect definition because sometimes rivers can enter deserts, and the areas they water is not considered a desert because all the water coming from the river allows for agriculture, plant life, and animals to thrive. But generally, areas that receive little rain are not home to many plants and animal life. But not all deserts are the same. Some deserts can receive up to 10 inches of rain and can support plant life and animal life if only for a short time after it rains. And some plants, like cacti, are able to live in the desert all year round. But there is a desert that's so dry that it hardly rains, and no rain can come year after year, even decade after decade. This is the Atacama Desert. The Atacama Desert in Chile is so dry that it can hardly support any plant life at all, and cannot support a human population. Why is this desert so dry? Let's take a look at how this desert is formed. To the east of this desert lie the Andes Mountains, and these mountains block the wind coming from the east. How does this form such a dry desert? The tops of these mountains are very cold, so when the winds come from the east and the air rises up the mountains, the air becomes cold too, and through a process called condensation, clouds are formed and the water condenses out of the air, forming rain and creating rivers that water Argentina to the east of these mountains. So by the time the air travels over these mountains, nearly all the water in the air has condensed out of it, meaning that the air coming down off these mountains is very, very dry. Because of the height of these mountains, so little water makes it down to the Atacama Desert. Again, it almost never rains there. But closer to the ocean, some life can be supported. This is because hot air from the desert will rise, allowing a sea breeze off the ocean, which contains humid air. And some of this water can condense and form dew on the coast, allowing for a small amount of plants to live there. Other deserts are also formed by mountains, but because of the massive height of the Andes Mountains and the massive length of this mountain range, and the fact that the winds in this region blow consistently from east to west, this particular desert is incredibly dry.